Hey yo, welcome to a snow-covered Trenton. Snowfall has been mild all day, but a storm from the East Coast is due any moment. Be ready for a change in weather. Oh boy, what is going on, beautiful people? It is your boy Blue. I am Blu Games. We are back on Train Sim World 4, and this is the New Jersey Transit ALP 46. Let's go ahead and put the reverser in, and we'll put that into neutral. We'll go ahead and grab the ditch lights and put that into auto, and then we'll come to our right hand side and hit the brake cut in switch so we can have access to the brakes, and we'll unlock the right side doors. So let's take that by hitting the U key on our keyboard, just like that. You can now see the passengers are back there getting on. Super excited, guys, to be back with you guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the week so far. We're currently on the New York, Trenton, New Jersey route. If you want to check it out, it is on Steam. We're currently on the south end of the route here at Trenton Transit Center, and we headed up northbound to New York City. But as you heard earlier in the intro, we're expecting a pretty nasty winter storm, which is pretty accurate to real life. Oh, I hear a train. There it is, another NJT rolling in. That's pretty sweet. Always love having, like, you know, a world that feels living, active, people walking around, trains going up and down the line. We got snow, we got cars, we got all that stuff. So we depart here at 1600, 4 o'clock in the evening. Sun is setting, so we might get a nice little sunset as well. At least I hope so. But looking forward to it. I've always kind of enjoyed driving this train. It's pretty fun. It's not a high-speed train per se, but it's not a slouch either. So just a few seconds before we have to depart, let's go ahead and get some heat in here, because it's cold, man. It's cold. So we're gonna change our cab temperature to like hot, and then we'll turn the HVAC on. Oh, it has a sound and everything. That is pretty cool. That is cool. That is cool. Oh, look at that, and the Acela just rode by. Let's go shut the doors. I do not want to be late today. Here's the Amtrak Acela. Beautiful. All right, doors are shut, and we'll go ahead and put our reverser into forward. We'll go ahead and release the automatic brakes. That's the red handle. And then we'll go ahead and make sure we are in forward, and we'll start applying the power just like that. So we'll go into, let's try P4 to begin with, and see if we can get some juice. You can hear the brakes are still releasing right now. It takes a second for the brakes to release. They were basically fully applied when I loaded into the scenario, so I can hear the traction motors moving. You can see here on our left screen the traction motors are going to work. So we can add some more power. Seal is going up. That's great, and we are rolling. That's what I like to see. All right, let's get some wipers on, because it is getting a little bit of precip, a little bit of snow happening right now. We'll go to slow. I think that's good. Yeah, now we can see. Now we can see. Roll it on out. We'll see you later, New Jersey. Next up, we're heading up to New York. So, guys, again, I hope you're enjoying the festival, the event this week. Hopefully, you have taken advantage of the sales. Something that I say on my channel all the time. I don't know if Dovetail is gonna like that I say this. Don't cut me off. But I always tell my people, never pay full price. Things usually go on sale pretty often when it comes to hardware, when it comes to software, when it comes to DLC, when it comes to games. A lot of times, you know, there's sales right around the corner. So I'm like, hey, if there's a sale going on, like, take advantage of that. If there's a DLC you've had your eyes on, you know, a particular train, whatever it is, if you see it go on sale, you know, I recommend obviously saving the money up beforehand. You don't want to go broke trying to buy all these DLC, of course. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, take advantage of these sales. It's definitely a privilege, and I'm very thankful to have the DLC myself. But anyways, we're heading out. Next stop is going to be Hamilton, 3.2 miles away. And again, I am Blu Games. If you haven't met me before, we haven't talked online. I do train simulators, as you can see here. I also do flight simulators and racing and trucking and pretty much anything with simulator in the name. I like playing realistically when able, but I'm also not a professional, and I know to not always take everything seriously. You know, it's just a game at the end of the day. And so we come here, we have a good time, we have fun, and that's what we're doing right now. Look at that right there. Oh, I know it's early. I know it's early. I know we just got here. You know what? I'm hold on a second. Give me, hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. All right, right there. All right, so I know it's early, but One of my favorite things about this game is the photo mode. It's basically a screenshot simulator. That's what this is. it's basically, so we go ahead and add our field of view for a nice tight camera view, nice tight angle there, and get the depth of field dropped all the way down as low as possible, which is actually high. It's weird that you lower the depth of field because actually you're turning it up. So do that. We'll change our focal point to make sure we're focused on the nose of the train, just like that. And then my secret sauce is add a little bit of rotation in there. Gives you a sense of movement, of speed, and I like that right there. So we can kind of just get a nice little angle there. Look at the sun and the way it hits the side of the passenger carriages. That's pretty dope. All right, so I kind of like that. It's not my favorite, but you know, it's kind of cool. We'll hit save and upload, and you'll probably get a few more of those in the next hour that we're driving up to New York City, because I spend a lot of time. There's two things I spend a lot of time doing on these drives, and that is one, taking screenshots, two, doing drive-bys. So how about we do one right now? Let's get a drive-by going. I go to the free camera by hitting the 8 key on the keyboard. You have to have a keyboard. I'm not sure how to do this on a Xbox controller, but there we go. We'll go zoom in. We'll hide the UI by pressing F1. Here she comes. That was pretty dope. Snow kicking up. And there, man, what a beautiful time of day. This is golden hour right now. Golden hour right now. So speed limit is 100 miles per hour. We're doing 70. We can push it a little bit more. We got 1.9 out though. So we'll probably try to start slowing down around a mile out. I'm not really sure. It's snowy, it's slippery, it's icy. So that's gonna extend our stopping distance. Oh, look at that, we drove 100 miles. Sweet. Our bell's on too. Forget about that. But yeah, that's kind of the risk we have in this drive. We know that there's a pretty bad storm coming in. We don't know how much of that we're gonna see. Like, I don't know how bad the storm is gonna get. It might be you know, minor. It might be I can't see anything, right? So we'll see how that's gonna turn out. Right now we got a nice sunset, beautiful golden hour. We got some looks like those empties right there. I believe those are empty freight hoppers. On the left, all right, let's go get off the throttle here. I'm gonna attempt to use the brake handle here. Can we get it slowed down using that? I don't actually know. Wish me luck on this first stop of the day. Are we slowing down? Not really. All right, service brakes. I don't like this. I don't like how this looks. I don't like how this looks. 500 yards out, guys. Count it down. 400. Oh, we're not gonna make it. We're doing 60 miles an hour. Emergency brakes. I gotta do it. I know it's early. We just got started. I gotta dump the brakes. I gotta dump them. We were not gonna make that. We're on time, right? 10 seconds late. All right, we're gonna be okay. We're not gonna shoot past the entire platform. Thank God. Woo! That could have been bad. All right, open the right side. Right side's opening up. Mind the gap, people. Mind the gap. All right, so while we're waiting on that, we got to go ahead and, you know, deal with the consequences of going into emergency brakes. So I'm gonna put it into this release. I guess we'll put the indies on. Let's see if is this gonna work? I don't even know. I don't even know how to reset. I'm gonna just take the handle out. We'll put isolate it back in the neutral. There it is. Our brakes are now releasing. You can see that right there. Charging up. We can now shut the right side doors by pressing the U key once again on the keyboard. You'd also press tab if you want to do it that way, and we're just waiting for the brakes to release so we can pull off again. That's gonna set us back a little bit. All right, independent brakes off and build off. We are downhill. Let's see if we can get moving now. Hopefully we can. Come on, baby. All right, forward. Let's go. Let's go. It's time. Yes, we're rolling. Woo! That's one thing that always gets me in train sim, not just train sim world, like all train simulators, is when you go into emergency stop or, you know, you fail the safety systems, like resetting that can be tricky because not every train is like kind of different, which is annoying, but that's how it is. All right, give me all the juice, fam. Let's go. All right, we were at 5.9 or almost 6 miles into our next stop. Look at that. You can see these. I'm not sure. What are these things? Like bouncing. I think those traction. Is that what is that the same as? Yeah, I think that's the same thing as this. And you can see it's kind of struggling. We're not really getting any wheel slip though, but it seems like it is kind of struggling to get up to accelerate. And I would assume, based on that there's probably some sort of a like automated traction control thing to keep you from slipping and all that. All right, one more time, just one more. I want to get one more. Hey, don't be mad. I'm trying to take a screenshot right now. Hold on. Let's see. Let's get us a. I want to take advantage. I have a feeling that later on it might get kind of dark, and I want to get all the screenshots I can before then. So I'm gonna, how about like around here, and then we already got the rotation put in. Can we go to something like that? Yeah, I can dig that. I want to get you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a job in chat. I'm gonna give you guys a job. Let me know if you can spot a spark on the pantograph. It will happen at some point. But if you see it, point it out. It's gonna happen right up here. Right up here. Oh, it just happened. It just happened. It's so random. Like, you don't know when it's gonna happen. I like literally clicked the button to leave the camera, and it happened. So dang it, but still very cool. Anyways, all right, guys, we are headed out 5.4 miles up to Princeton Junction, and again, my time to do another drive-by. Let's get to it. Now, move the free camera up. Let's do one from the bridge. How about that? Do a nice little bridge shot. One thing whenever I do my drives, I tend to do a lot of drive-bys because, it's like a railfan shot. Oh, look at that. Oh, fail. I hit escape. Got an ACS 64 Amtrak. And then we got our NJT rolling by too. Man, that was almost a golden shot and I screwed it up. I screwed it up. It's all good. We'll hopefully get another opportunity for one later on. But yeah, so this is, as I had mentioned before, I didn't really continue to finish what I was, my thought, but this is the New York to Trenton DLC for Train Sim World 4. And it does include this train we're in right now, the ALP 46 by New Jersey Transit. And it also has what we just saw, which was the ACS 64 Amtrak train. And then there's also the Acela, which I don't think comes with this DLC. I think it's separate, but you guys can correct me. Somebody, a mod or something, can correct me in chat if you please. But yeah, so those are the three trains that you'll see on this route: the Acela, the ACS 64, and the ALP 46 New Jersey Transit train. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, as far as my channel, I do train sim, flight sim, racing, trucking, all sims. And as far as train sims go, I personally, honestly, I enjoy everything. I am a tourist at heart. I love going to different places around the world and in the simulator and just experiencing it, checking it out, like seeing what the railroad is like in that area, seeing what the trains are like in that area. They're all so unique and different, you know what I'm saying? Especially from where I'm from here in the US. So, but since I'm here in the US, I obviously, I kind of prefer the US trains and US train operations because that's what I'm familiar with. That's what I grew up seeing. That's what I grew up around. And so that's what I kind of gravitate to. But I love to be able to go to Germany and try some of the German trains. I still personally think that the German trains and routes in Train Sim World 4 are actually the best quality routes you can get in Train Sim. The UK routes are really good as well, and I enjoy driving out there. I love driving some steam trains and stuff like that. So that's my taste. I personally, as far as my taste goes as well, because I know that there's different preferences within the train sim niche, right? Some people like long range passenger, routes where you stop maybe 2 or 3 times and you spend an hour doing it. Other people prefer, and you guys can let me know in the chat as well, others of you prefer to stop every 10 seconds, right? More local commuter routes where you're stopping, going, stopping, going, stopping, going. And then some of us like freight trains and like doing freight ops. So you take a train, drive for 2 hours at like 40 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, or something like that. Or maybe you're the kind of person. Oh, we gotta stop. Hold on. Maybe you're the kind of person that likes. Yeah, we're not gonna make that. I'm gonna try, but I don't think we're gonna make that. To be honest. I gotta watch the brakes though. It's gonna brake hold. Is it hold or lap? I can't remember. I think it's, yeah, lap. Lap will lock our brake pressure at where it's at, so that way it doesn't keep adding more and more brake pressure. I think that should be good right there, 50 miles per hour. But the last one is people who like doing like shunting and stuff like that. As for me, I'm more of a long range kind of person. I come from flight sim. I'm used to spending an hour, 2 hours on one single route. You know, only stopping once. So I like doing longer, long range routes when possible, but I can appreciate the local stuff too. All right, slowly rolling into the station. We'll hit the bell. We got a train coming in on the opposite side. Looks like another NJT on the other platform. So we'll come in nice and slowly here. We got guys here with their umbrellas, and you can actually kind of see that the sky is closing up. The clouds are getting thicker. There's less sunlight getting through. All right, we're going a little too slow. Add a bit more power there. You can even notice, if you really paid attention at the very beginning, that we're actually getting a bit more snow cover on the ground as well. All right, give me some power. I want to get as close to that spot as possible. We can stop here if we want. We're actually good. We're on time. Look at that. I am very surprised. 10 seconds early. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can keep that. What do you think? You think I can keep that going? Hopefully you guys believe in me, because I don't. Alright, give me a stop right there if you don't mind. Stop me right there, please. Stop, 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 stop. Stop, stop, stop. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Alright, open up the right side doors. Kill the bell. I was gonna hop out and kind of explore the platform a little bit, but we've actually missed the platform with the lead locomotive, so we won't do that here. But this is, I believe, was Hamilton we're stopped at right now. We can actually use the free cam and take a look at a few things. No, this is Princeton Junction. So everybody's loading up now. Yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of sunlight behind us. Let's go and lock the doors and do our best to stay on schedule. That sounded really good. There's a signal with a faulty aspect on the approach to New Brunswick. Stop at the preceding signal and wait for the dispatcher's instruction. Oh, that's a twist. All right. Okay, so apparently there's a faulty signal up ahead. That's some real life stuff. That's the kind of stuff that happens in real life. All right, brakes are releasing. We'll wait for the brakes to fully release before we add power. They're still recharging up. That's one thing about this train. I kind of recommend that you charge the brakes up before, maybe even a little bit before you close the doors, so that way you can get going. All right, let's go. Yep, I hear traction motors. We are rolling out. Let's get a little drive-by here as we roll out of the platform. Next to the signal box. Yeah, look, wow, look at the sky. It's actually pretty dope looking. Holy crap, man. There's a storm coming, that is for sure. That is for sure. All right, 2 honks for the chat. Thank you guys for being amazing. And here she comes. 4624. I really like the snow textures on the train itself. Here's the snow kicking up in our face. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pretty darn sweet. Alright, we're doing 26 miles per hour. Still traction motors are kind of struggling there. Let's see if we can add some sand to help her out. Let's see, sand. Alright, we're now sanding. Hopefully that makes things a little bit more stabilized as we start to gain speed. Speed limit is 100 miles per hour. We're climbing past 13 miles into that next red signal. One thing I don't know that I've showed so far since I have been live, and that is the track map. So this again is the New Jersey, Trenton to New York City route for Trans World 4, and it is, I think, 54 miles, I want to say. I can confirm that here real quick. Yeah, I believe it's 54 miles, which is like 90-something kilometers long from end to end. And again, it goes from New Jersey to New York City, I believe. And you actually get to stop at places like Newark International Airport, Trenton Station, and things like that. So it's pretty cool. I like it. I think most of the time that I've spent on this route personally, as I was kind of mentioning before we came to our stop, was that my style, my personal like preference when it comes to train sim gameplay is more longer range, like high speed routes, right? I like to get up to 200 kilometers, faster, and then stop in about 50 miles. Like, that's me. That's not everybody. Some people see that as boring, and I understand. That's just not your style. It's okay. We have different tastes. And so that for that reason, I tend to spend more time on this particular route running the Amtrak Acela train, which I think only has one stop, and it takes you about an hour, I think, to run, or hour and a half, something like that. I think it's actually less than an hour and a half. I think this train takes an hour to run end to end. The Amtrak probably takes 35, 40 minutes, but yeah. Oh my God, it got super dark. So, no HUD, look at that. So I love this camera view because it reminds me of just like one of those cab ride videos that you will see on YouTube. And so I particularly when I know I have a nice long cruise, I'll just set the camera up here on the nose. I call it my GoPro shot, and just kind of, view the route from this angle. It looks, from certain angles, in certain scenarios, it looks pretty darn realistic in my opinion. But as you can see, the weather's getting really not so great. Visibility is diminishing pretty badly. We're getting a lot more snow. The ground is a lot more snowy as well, and this storm is rolling in. We have zero sunlight anymore. Like, it's completely gone. It is now 100% overcast, and there's a school bus on the left. So yeah, it's getting bad. It's getting real bad. How we doing? 5.3 miles. Got green signals ahead. So stuff like this will usually cause some pretty nasty delays. You may see trains slowing down in order to be a bit safer because of how slippery or slick the rails are. I'm also going to go ahead and add some interior lighting if we can. So over here we can get our gauge lights. Let's go ahead and bring our speed back. Oops, I just put it in neutral. Bring our... Uh-oh, hold on. Yeah, I put it in neutral on accident there. We'll still, we'll coast for a little bit anyways. Green signal ahead. Man, I can barely see the signals now. Sheesh. Yeah, so we'll get the gauge lights on. That'll be a little bit helpful. Are there any other nice interior lights? We got the desk light. We don't really need that. We know where the controls are. But if you want them, you have these desk lights for the left and the right side. There's a cab light here as well if you want the cab light on or if you want the cab light off. I think I'm going to leave it off for now. If it gets real dark, then we can go ahead and switch them on if we feel that I need to. But at the moment, I'm in this vibe right now. I'm feeling this vibe. Let's go ahead and give the second man some windshield wipage as well. There you go. So now he can see as well. Oh yeah, look at this. This is bad. What's that on our right side there? It's like a oh, that's like the train depot. Oh, is that a Norfolk? What is? There's so much happening right now. I don't know. You could also see the not dynamic fog, or no, what's it called? Volumetric fog at play here, which is pretty cool because I think back when this route came out, I want to say that was not a thing. Yeah, because I believe this route came out back in Train Sim World 3. That was pre-volumetric fog, but now that anything that's been out since Train Sim World 3 automatically has the volumetric fog. This is actually my personal first time seeing that, and it looks pretty good. Before it gets super dark, can we get one more screenshot here? Hold on, give me a second. Right there, I think it's gonna be the money shot. Maybe. Yeah, look at that fog right there. You can see that's pretty sweet. That is pretty cool. Let's see if I can get a good angle of the train coming at us from here or something like that. And we'll zoom in again. I love the tight shots, tight field of view. We'll change the focal point. If we want it, we could, you know, I actually, I made a screenshot or a desktop background for myself of a photo similar to this. It's not like this exactly. It's a different, completely different train and everything. But I basically blurred the whole background just to kind of give myself like a background for my desktop. It's pretty nice. So that's okay. I don't love that, but since it's so dark, we can also change the color options. We can add some more exposure to it, brighten it up a bit. Doesn't really help. Brightness doesn't really help. Vignette, don't need that. I like to drop the saturation in times like this. But I'm not really loving this screenshot, but for you guys, I'll take it. Just for the heck of it, I guess. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, you just can't really see anything. Just so dark. So I'm just gonna bring a focal point here. It's a little bit into view, and then we'll just call it a day. I really don't like that screenshot. I'm just gonna save it. I'm not gonna upload it. All right, 1.8 out, and I think we should slow down. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop on the brakes. Full braking application here on with the traction motors. I hope that's enough. We have a red signal coming up in 1.5 miles. Weather is horrible now. Speed is coming back, but I'm noticing that like that does not feel like the best way to brake. Like it's just not braking very well. It's so slow. Like I think the best time to use the power handle braking is probably if you're just trying to change speed. Like if you're just trying to slow down 10 miles an hour to meet a speed limit, it might be good. Yeah, we're gonna jump into service brakes now. I don't trust it. We have a red signal as well. That is a game-ending failure. Wow, look how the weather's changed again. Like we kind of driven through some CSX cars over there on our left. We've driven through that nasty hard snow, and now we're going through a much lighter snow. I bring that back. A much lighter snow now, and it's clearing up a bit. Oh man, look at those! Look at that clouds. Don't stop! No, I stopped. I'm sorry. Maybe I can contact dispatch from here. Let's see. Nope, we're too far. All right, give some juice. Give us some juice. And we'll close a gap here. Yeah, I tend to do that. I think I get too excited. I get on the brakes too hard, and then next thing you know, I don't make the freaking the stop. We have a train stopped over there on the left. There's actually a platform on that side, but not on our side. We also got a couple workers there on the side of the track doing their thing. We don't want to approach the signal too fast, but I do believe they're gonna expect us to make a complete stop. Oh, hello, Estella. So I guess what probably is going to happen is, since there's a signal failure, are they going to keep us on this track, or are they going to move us over to the track that the Estella was just on? I don't know. And since we're going so slow, though, I'm going to use the independent brake. It's much easier to handle to get us stopped at that red signal. 100 feet almost, 100 yards, I'm sorry. So how far is it? Yeah, the signal is right after. So we got to make sure we've stopped. There's not a lot of room for error between... Are we stopping, bro? Come on, stop, fam, stop. Freaking stop. Stop, man. Stop. Oh, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, man, not again. Why does this always happen to me? Oh, I'm leaving that in. Screw that. I'm leaving that in. Okay, take two, and we are rolling up on that red signal again. I'm going to jump back onto the service brake. I'm still trying to understand how these lap brakes work on this train, but we'll go ahead and just go almost pretty much maximum brakes. In this particular case, brakes are being applied. We're slowing down. We got 600 yards to stop before we blow past the red signal once again. It is snowing, not too bad. But we're again still expecting some worse weather, and I don't think we're gonna make that. So I'm gonna hit the emergency brake again, and we'll dump all the brakes to make sure that we will get stopped before we reach the red signal. And we're looking good, actually. We're looking really good. So I can release the brakes, which won't really matter because we've already have so much brake power that we can't possibly. It's like once you apply brakes with this brake system, like you're committed. You're gonna have to hopefully stop. So what sucks is we stopped right before the marker, so it doesn't actually, you know, say that we've done it. Let's see if it'll let us contact signaler from here. No, it won't. All right, so I've learned that the way that you now reset these brakes is you have to do something weird, from what I understand. You have to put the brakes into emergency, and then put your power handle to neutral. Take all the power out of the power handle, I should say, reverser into neutral, and then reset your reverser until the PCS light goes out up there, and then you can put it back into neutral and then release the brakes. And that seems to work. It worked for me earlier in this run because I had yet another PCS problem. So that should be good. Brakes are now releasing, and we could just make that slow crawl up that last 50 yards to hopefully get the objective and then continue on our journey. So let's hopefully see. It's getting a bit snowy, a bit windier now that we are doing that. Give the second man some windshield wipers there. All right, cool. So we are moving, and I did it. So I figured it out. I now know how to come from an emergency stop in the AOP 46. That's going to be very helpful. All right, let's go ahead and now apply the brakes again into service, and we'll get to stop right here before we roll past a red signal. That will be embarrassing to do it a second time. So there it is. We've stopped. Now it says wait for further instructions. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. Wow, look how foggy it has gotten now. Sheesh. All right, cool. There it is. This dispatcher has cleared a route to New Brunswick. Continue on past the faulty signal at a restricted speed. Okay, we can hopefully do that. Go ahead and start releasing the brakes. It's going to take a little bit of time for those to release again. And then now we're going to go via faulty signal. It's going to restrict us to 40 miles per hour, it looks like. So wait for the brakes to fully release. We can start adding in power again, pulling the handle towards us. And we can see now the traction motors there are starting to do the work. And the weather is getting much worse. I can barely see anything out my front window now. Like, jeez. Let's go outside for a second. This looks epic, I gotta say. Look at that. With the wind blowing, the steam, the fog, the light reflecting off of the volumetric fog. It's pretty cool, actually, I gotta say. The reflections off of the snow there on the ground. That's pretty nice. Not sure if that's translating through the video. Hopefully it is. Remember, 40 miles per hour, though. There's a spark again. Hope you didn't miss it. Like, don't blink or you'll miss those sparks. So roll it down again. Again, 40 miles per hour is our speed limits as we continue restricted towards the faulty signal. I wonder if it's actually going to be a model of like a signal out or a faulty signal. I kind of doubt it, but yeah, you never know. If there's a faulty signal, then there should actually be a faulty signal. All right, 33 miles per hour. I am watching my speed there on the top left screen. Or you can look down in here as well. And we'll probably turn these wipers up a little bit because I'm having a hard time seeing out the front window now. All right, 0.7 away. We're just gonna go via. We do not have to stop. There's 40 right there. Let's go ahead and bring our speed back. Bring it back. We're going uphill, so it should help us out a little bit as well. And let's get that outside view, what it looks like. There it is. There it is. It's gotten really dark out here. Visibility is not that bad though. It looks worse from the inside than it does from the outside. I have to say that. We go like right here, we can kind of get a nice look at the NJ Transit. Speed limit is good. I'm gonna roll past the. Let's see if we can see the faulty signal. Let's go. Let's use the cam here and run up ahead to see if we can see the faulty signal. Oh, look at that! It is actually out. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know that they'd actually model that signal being out. That's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. Here comes the train. And now it's, well, it turned red for a second. Yeah, so it's definitely faulty. It is not working correct. So, as they said, we've passed the faulty signal. Continue on to New Brunswick. Copy that. Inbound New Brunswick. We're supposed to be at 16:30. We're 2 minutes late right now, and we're still about a few hundred yards away. Let's go ahead and get ready to start braking and getting off and stopping at the station. Start applying some brakes. I do not want to miss the platform. There's another train rolling by on our left. You can't see anything, man. It is dark. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Once you apply brakes in this thing, you are committed. Like, the brakes are on until they are fully released, like right now. So one thing that I do when I do that is I just try to start applying power, as much power as possible, to keep the train rolling forward, if you know that I can. But yeah, it takes some practice for sure. If you're new to the train sim world or train sim, I mean, this is one of the more difficult trains. Uh-oh, what's my dog doing? But yeah, it's one of the more difficult trains to handle braking wise. But there's a lot easier trains out there to run. I would not recommend this one for your first try until you get the hang of it. All right, let's go start braking here at the platform, and we should be good there. There it is. Very nice. Stop right at the platform. Right on the money, baby. Right on the money. All right, look at those umbrellas. Oops, I just put in emergency. We had, whoops. Open up the right side doors again. Whoa, so it looks like I just got a call that further services beyond New Brunswick have been canceled due to the bad weather. So they're now asking us to shutter down. Okay, so we'll set the power handle to 0. And we'll set our brake to handle off. And then we'll set our marker lights to on. Then we'll set our ditch lights off. And that's going to now ask us for our front headlights to go to off as well. We'll go ahead and kill the wipers as well, since we won't be in the cab anymore. Like so. Beautiful. And then we'll set our reverser to isolated. And there it is. Remove the reverser handle. We'll click on it to remove it, and we'll hop out, and we'll sit on the engineer seat on the other side of the train. Ooh, I barely made the platform there. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Close the door. Close the door. There we go. Huh. So I guess the weather is just so bad. Can't even continue. What's up, man? How you doing, fam? You guys cold? Yeah, it's cold out here. All right, let's run to the other end, and then we'll change ends and run to... I guess back to Jersey. Oh, look at this. We have a missing route map. There we go. So we've made it as far as we started in Trenton, and now I believe we're in New Brunswick. There's a lot more route to go, but I guess they're going to make us turn around here. Is what it is. It is what it is. I'll definitely still have to catch a train back to New York, because that's where my car is, or that's where my transportation to get home is. But we'll run down here. It'd be kind of cool if I could like pull out my own umbrella. How am I supposed to get in? Can I go from the inside? Let's see. It's a little look if you guys haven't seen the cab before. Here you go. That's the top. Oh, I'm stuck. And here is the bottom. It's pretty nice. I like the lights, the emergency lights on the bottom. It's pretty sweet. I've actually never noticed that. All right, and here is the cab. And was actually I've never run this scenario, so I was honestly not expecting to have to switch ends here. All right, we'll shut our door, and then we'll go ahead and insert our handle, put the handle into neutral, and basically the same thing we did on the other side. Just looks a little bit different. Headlights on. Oh, that's bright. I can't see anything. We'll go to auxiliary to auto. That's good. We'll reach up here. We'll grab the marker lights, turn those off down here, and do brake cut in. And now, because of the weather conditions, a restricted speed limit of 60 miles per hour is now in place for all services. Okay, that sucks. I want to go fast. I want to go fast, man. I want to go fast. All right, let's lock the doors on the left side now for us. And now we'll be driving what they call the cab car, or the butt end of the train. Back. All right, so reverse rhythm forward, and then handle into fully released independent brake. Is there an independent brake in here? I don't see one actually. And apply power. And are we stopping? I guess so. I guess we're making the same stops that we just did on the way back. We got to first wait for the brakes to release, and then as we saw before, we'll be allowed to apply power. And once we get rolling, I'm gonna take a bit of a closer look at this cab. I've probably only driven from this side of the train one time. I usually like to drive the head end, not the rear end. So can we get some power? Can we go? Can we move? Are we roll? Okay, there we go. So what's weird on this side of the train is because the traction motors are on the other side, the front side. This side of the train is actually really quiet. Like, you don't hear anything except for the wheels kind of rolling and spinning and some screeching of the rails and stuff. That's really about all I can hear here at the moment. So let's go ahead and give it some more power. Already full power. Do we have sand on this side of the train? Underbell, display, fault reset, alarm, doors. Where is the sand? Gauge light dimmer, reading lights. This turns a little bit of lights on. That wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad at all. Cab heater. Yeah, we definitely some cab heat. Oh, that's actually cool. Y'all hear that? Listen to that. No, I'm gonna turn it up. Hold on. I'm gonna turn it up. Because I heard that and that was really cool. So cab heater. Oh, now I haven't mentioned this all drive, and I should have. I wanted to mention it, and I just forgot. 50 miles per hour is what we're limited to for some reason. No, we're not. 60. So I'm using something that you can't see, but it's super freaking dope. And it's called the Buttkicker. Yeah, I'm not sure if you've heard of that. Many people probably haven't heard of it. Especially around the train sim community, it's not very popular because not very many people use it. It's mainly for racing and for flight sim. But basically what the Buttkicker is it is a device that clamps to your chair, any kind of chair you got. So right now I have the next level racing chair, but you can use it on a desk chair, a spinny chair, freaking kitchen table chair. It doesn't really matter. Anything that has, you know, a pole that you can clamp it on. And so with the Buttkicker, it's a device that you hook onto that, and then that is plugged into an amplifier, and then that amplifier is plugged directly into the back of your computer or Xbox. And basically what happens is that Buttkicker is shaking and vibrating your chair based on what's happening in the game. Or it could even be a movie. Say you want to watch a movie with some cool like feedback and stuff like that. You could actually do that too with this exact same device. And so I bought this device a few months ago, and I've been using it for flight sim and racing and everything. And I was like, you know what? I really hope I can get a good experience with it in train sim as well. Wouldn't that be freaking dope, right? To have like to drive a train and actually be able to feel the rails and the junctions and things like that. So yeah, obviously I couldn't help myself but try it. So I hooked it up, and it sort of works. Sorta. So it's not natively supported by Dovetail Games or TrainSim World, so don't go out there and, okay, we're switching tracks. Didn't know we were switching tracks. Don't go out there and buy it expecting it to just work natively with TrainSim World, because it technically doesn't. Yeah, we completely blew that speed limit right there. I did not know we were switching tracks at all. But anyways, for like flight sim and racing sim, there's particular programs you can download that will basically activate and use the Buttkicker with telemetry data. And what I mean by that, I know we're getting very technical right now, and this is not about trains yet, but to break it down is when you're racing, there's telemetry data that tells you when the wheels are touching the asphalt, and when the asphalt is bumpy, when it's smooth, when there's curbs, and you can feel all that stuff directly to your chair. In flight sim, you can feel when there's wind going over your wings, or there's a drag of the gear, or the drag of the flaps going down, or when you touch down the ground, you hit the bumps on the runway. You can feel that because that's telemetry data. Now with train sim, it doesn't support it to that level. But another thing you can do with the Buttkicker, and I haven't even mentioned this on my channel yet, this is actually brand new for me. Are we switching tracks again? We are switching tracks again. Another thing that you can do with it is you can just use it as a regular like sound card, and basically it'll pick up any bass that's happening through your sound card, And so that's where TrainSim comes into play. So even though TrainSim is not sending telemetry data to my Buttkicker to vibrate my chair based on me hitting and kicking rails, me stopping the braking force and things like that, which will be pretty nice. Hopefully they can add that. But it is basing it off of the actual bass, the audio bass. So anytime there's a low tone, like for example, this little heater thing, which you can barely hear probably in the video, when I turn that on, there's like a very deep bass growl, and it's amazing. And I feel that in my chair. And that's why I'm bringing it up, because when I turn that switch, it's like, and I can feel my chair going, yeah, I'm acting goofy now. But seriously, it's really dope. And so I've been using this throughout this entire time we've been, hanging out here together. Just haven't really mentioned it, but it's really cool. It's pretty cool. Even when other trains come rolling by you, you can feel the vibration of the sound happening from that. It's extremely immersive. Again, I don't recommend you buy it just for Train Sim because it's not natively supported, but there is a mod that allows you to work with Train Simulator Classic. But hopefully someday, somebody will make a compatibility mod thingy. Let's put some wipers on. That will allow it to like work natively, because that would be, add VR plus a Buttkicker, bro, the most immersive train sim experience you could ever have. Anyways, we're headed back to Princeton Junction. 12 miles, let's get a drive by in. It's been a while. It's been a while, and hopefully we don't bust through any more red signals. Let's hope so. So I'm gonna roll way down here. It's getting nice and dark. Let's get a shot over here by these freight cars of our train rolling by. And I'm getting all kind of occasions because I haven't driven this thing really much. There she goes. Again, very quiet until the back end comes by. I can just barely see the stop marker up there. Cannot see the platform though. I guess that's good that we had 60 miles per hour limit, because imagine driving through this. You can't see the platform at all and you're supposed to just slam on your brakes. I mean, it's icy, it's wet. Our braking distance has been extended significantly. And we're at much higher risk of missing our stations than we usually are. So we're doing 40. We're gonna wait a little bit until we get a bit closer, and then we'll start hopping on those brakes again. I'm just not very confident. I personally need more practice. All right, we're going the lap there. I need more practice driving this train and handling these brakes. I don't. Any train that has lap braking is kind of just beyond my. Okay, don't stop right there. Don't stop. Do not freaking. It's gonna stop. It stopped. It stopped. Oh man, come on, keep going. Keep going. Release your brakes and keep going, please. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, brakes releasing. I hate when I do that. I absolutely hate when I do that. Alright, we good? Can we go now? Can we go now? Alright, we're rolling. Cool. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. Premature. Stop. There's the people waiting for us at the platform, like, what is he doing? Oh, we gotta walk all the way back there? Like, you gonna make us walk back there in the cold? Well, there's a seller driving by. I guess he's not limited to 60 miles per hour. That does not look like 60 miles per hour, sir. Where's my speed gun? Alright, let's roll up. Come on, man. Nice purple umbrella. Yeah, I definitely need more practice with stopping in this particular train. If I drove the Acela, I'll be good. The ACS 64, I'll be good. In this train, and I'm like, no. Our braking confidence is 0. Alright, here we go. We should be stopping now. There it is. We should be opening the doors. Doors open on the right side. They're opening up. Everybody's gonna start boarding. This is a nice little view too. We haven't got a screenshot in a while. Let's go and grab a screenshot real quick. Oh, that's nice. That's actually really nice. Like, I don't really have barely any changes to this shot. Let me see what our focal point is right now. I'm cool with that. And any rotation, maybe a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of rotation. And we'll do field of view. I think it's perfect. Send it. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Cool. We'll hit save on that and upload and back to business. Yeah, like there's a little bit of fog. but the kind of windy, dusty effect we're getting right now, it kind of is really selling the whole "it's freaking cold out here" feel. And I actually feel a little chilly. I'm glad I got my jacket on right now. But yeah, we're probably late. Is there a time? Because this is an unscheduled. Like, we were never supposed to be here. We're supposed to be continuing to New York. So is there even a schedule for us to be here? I guess so. It says 16:51, so we are very late. Oh well. Next stop, Hamilton at 1700. Alright, brakes are now releasing. And we'll be on our way out to Hamilton and then back to Trenton, New Jersey. Okay, here we are approaching Hamilton, and one thing I was just thinking was like, man, like, this is not really, I can't say it's that challenging within Train Sim world, but in real life where you don't have stop markers or, you know, nothing tells you how far you are away from a station, like you have to go by landmarks and points of interest on the road and on the side of the road and whatnot, like, okay, I stopped too early, oh well. Oh well. Oh well, we're stopping here. This is where we're stopping. But like, yeah, in a storm like this, I can see how difficult it could be for a driver to figure out exactly where they need to stop, because it's like there's no visibility, you know. But anyways, I am doing a horrible job today in my braking and whatnot. Actually, it's not that bad. I got most of the train on the platform. We just didn't get to the stop marker. It's okay. That'll do. Everybody can just filter their way back to the back of the train. We are also 7 to 8 minutes late, but again, it's a horrible weather. Expect delays, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, doors are shutting. If you're not on, you're getting left. See ya. All right, we did actually accidentally throw it into emergency. Let's see if it'll allow me to move. One thing I don't like about driving on this particular side of the cab. Okay, here's our is there a PCS? So PCS did not activate. That's good. So we should be able to just release the brakes and get on out of here. Also, the little track, this screen is actually above your head on this one, which is weird. It's also super bright at night, which I'm not a fan of. Can I turn it off? I can't. It just beeps at me. Okay. All right. So brakes should be released. We should now be able to apply power, if it'll let us. Yep, we're rolling. That's good. We can hold the window up, which I wouldn't do because it's like 20 degrees out there. But all right, next stop and last stop, Trenton coming up. Jesus, this weather is horrible. I can't see barely anything. We're a half a mile out from our stop, our final stop. Here comes the Amtrak train on our left, and we've just had brake failures this entire drive. And by brake failure, I mean failure to brake by me. Yeah, this has not been working out, man. It's just, I just can't wrap my head around. I know people probably yelling at me like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Look at that, we're stopping 500 yards before the freaking station. Oh, man. I always tell people to be a streamer and content creator in YouTube and Twitch, you don't have to be good at it. At all. At all. So if you want to, you know, if you want to take my job, go ahead. Because you ain't gotta be good at it. You can suck at it. Matter of fact, it seems to be more entertaining to suck at it, to be good at it, from what I understand. I don't try to do this on purpose, though. That's absolutely. I'm really trying. I just want to get back to Trenton at this point. Get me off this freaking train. Get me off this train to get back to training. Oh man! All right, here's the platform. I can see it. Honestly, we can stop anytime now. I think in pass. We are a whole 10 minutes late. That's okay, because again, this is none of this. We were not supposed to be back here. We're supposed to be in New York by now. So here's the station roll up now. I can barely see anything, but I can see the glowing blue turquoise marker up ahead. So I'm gonna do my best to stop as close to that as possible. But from what I understand, there's also a red light right after that. So we either stop on time or we fail the entire scenario, which would be extremely disappointing and depressing. So let's go ahead and start stopping, I think. Like right around now. Let's try that. I'm telling you, man, once you hit that brake, you are... Yep, look at that. It stops. It never does what I expect it to do. It never does. Are we stop? Oh, okay, so you can maybe come closer. Great. Now I gotta release the brakes. It's gonna take 10 minutes. And then I can go forward again to the extra 64 yards that you wanted me to come up. I'm here, man. Like, the whole train is here. Like, we here. Like, we have arrived. We have arrived. Y'all can get on now. Can I start driving? Can I start going now? Am I allowed to start going? Are we rolling? Okay, we're rolling. We are rolling, people. It's okay, guys. It is okay. We're gonna get you guys out of the snow. As long as they don't kick me for passing this red signal coming up. Yeah, there it is right there. There's a red signal. It's like right in front of us. How intimidating is that? And I gotta stop. I gotta be accurate. Okay, stop. Freaking stop. Stop. Woo! Welcome back to Trenton. Unload the passengers, shut down the train. Let's see how you did there. I don't want to know how I did. I don't. We're gonna leave before that happens. Alright, unlocking right side doors. I'm hopping out. I'm bopping out before anybody sees that I was the one driving this train today. Yeah, just for the record, people who don't know me, I like to say that I usually drive trains better than this. I don't know that my subscribers would agree with that after our... Why does it say the doors are not locked? Oh, lock them back. Okay. I guess because we're late, like everything is like instant. So we'll go back in here, and we can also do it manually, which I don't know that I've ever done. Master key. In. And is there a door button up here? I don't know what that does. No, we're just gonna do the cheat. Lock right side doors. There we go, doors are shutting. Objective complete. Set the automatic brake handle off. No mind if I do. We'll set our reverser to isolated. There it is. And it's gonna have us remove the reverser, probably turn the lights off like we did earlier. Good. And our performance breakdown is horrible. Oh well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you have enjoyed all of the content, all of the events, and all of the news. It's been a good time. I've been enjoying it myself. And again, I am Blu Games. If you want to come find me and tell me how bad I did, you can find me on youtube.com/Blu Games. On Twitch, I am Blu Games. And on Instagram and TikTok at I am Blu Games. Until next time, remember you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time, next video. I'm better than this. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am.
Hallihallo und herzlich willkommen hier im TSW 4 von der Vorarlbergbahn. Mein Name ist TrainSimPlay und ich begrüße euch einerseits hier auf meinem YouTube-Kanal TrainSimPlay, andererseits aber auch alle Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer im Kanal von DTG, von TrainSimWorld, denn dieses Video erscheint im Kontext des March Sales, wo die Vorarlbergbahn unter anderem auch im Sale ist, genauso wie die Dispolog 182, wenn ich das richtig im Kopf habe. Und daher dachte ich mir, fahren wir mal hier zusammen mit der 182 einmal so durch die Gegend, einmal über die Vorarlbergbahn. Wir stehen hier gerade in Lindau-Reutin und fahren runter bis nach Bludenz, genau, hier unten hin. Haben hinten dran die Eanos-Wagen von VTG und dann würde ich sagen, können wir eigentlich schon abfahren, denn das Signal ist schon umgesprungen. Wir stellen den Fahrtrichtungswendern Vorwärtsstellung. Die SIFA geben wir auch noch frei. Beziehungsweise erstmal hier das Display können wir mal auf dunkel stellen. Das passt soweit. Das Display stellen wir ebenso auf dunkel, können hier bei den Funktionen einmal ganz kurz die E-Bremserhöhung aktivieren. So, mit Taste E bestätigt. Ich bin mir zwar nicht ganz sicher, ob wir das überhaupt dürfen, aber wir können es, deshalb machen wir es. AFB an. So, der Rest passt soweit. Auch hier mittlere Zugart ist eingestellt, das passt soweit, auch sehr gut. Können hier vorne einmal die Spitzensignale einstellen. Heute sind übrigens mal keine Mods mit dabei. PZB schalten wir auch an. Und die LZB auch. Und dann sind wir auch schon abfahrbereit. Fahrtrichtungswender ist in Vorwärtsstellung. Leistung können wir noch nicht aufschalten, weil die direkte Bremse gelöst ist. Okay. AFB. Müssen wir die vielleicht noch vorher einmal auf 0, auf 0 setzen. Genau. So. Und jetzt können wir die AFB nochmal auf 40 setzen. Ja, ja, ist ja gut. AFB. Ja. Ach, danke. Und auf geht's. So, wir können hier eigentlich die Helligkeit ein bisschen erhöhen. Einmal kurz auf Signal geguckt, genau. So. Können uns mal ein Fenster hier aufmachen. Huch, haben keinen Soundunterschied. Nö. Dann lassen wir die Fenster zu. Wenn es eh keinen Unterschied macht. Und fahren Richtung Blu Dance. Ausfahren dürfen wir mit 50, daher befreien wir uns auch von der PZB. Und gehen auch schon auf die 50. Und schauen mal, wir haben uns jetzt hier auf die Strecke gequetscht. Durch den Free-Roam-Modus einfach die 182 gespawnt und die Güterwagen. Die sind doch leer heute. Ne? Fahren hier ohne Beladung. Und was ich vergessen habe, das Leselicht natürlich anmachen, das ist aber egal. Hier, das. Dann haben wir auch vorne die Spitzensignale und hinten haben wir keine Zugschlusstafeln. Wo sind die Zugschlusstafeln? Na, hier haben wir das soweit eingestellt, aber uns fehlen leider die Zugschlusstafeln. Wir gehen auf 100 km/h, was auch... Ja, ich weiß nicht, ob das unsere Höchstgeschwindigkeit ist, ehrlicherweise. Aber wir können auf jeden Fall schon mal auf die 100 hoch. Ja, mal gucken, ob wir tatsächlich mit einer grünen Welle rechnen können. Ja, also unsere Wagen können 120 schaffen. Ich habe es gerade mal nachgeguckt. Und da sie unbeladen sind, würde ich behaupten, ist das dann auch okay, die 120 mit denen zu fahren. Schneller als 120 dürfen wir sowieso nicht durch die PZB. Sehr schön. Hervorragend. Dann einmal Fahrschalter auf Aus und den Hauptschalter runter. Ich glaube, wir können hier, glaube ich, bei dem Taurus können wir gar keine Länderwahl... Nee, hier können wir keine Länderwahl durchführen. Hier beginnt dann auch die Schutzstrecke. Und ab hier können wir auch den Panto wieder, beziehungsweise den Hauptschalter wieder einschmeißen. Ja, wir können ein bisschen nebenbei über die Semmeringbahn sprechen, wo ja auch die Baureihe 1116 mitgeliefert wird. Und da freue ich mich schon sehr drauf. Da gibt es ja einige, die behaupten, dass das mehr oder weniger die gleiche Lok sei wie die 182. Dem ist nicht so. Das ist tatsächlich nicht der Fall. Die Loks haben technisch gesehen leichte Unterschiede. Und der Führerstand ist auch anders. Ne, also da haben wir den blauen Führerstandstisch mit den MFDs und nicht mit den MFAs. Ne, also hier haben wir die MFAs, die analogen Anzeigen, und die MFDs haben die digitalen Anzeigen. Und was man schon in der Preview zur 1116 gehört hat, der Sound ist anders, der Sound ist besser. Da freue ich mich schon sehr drauf, mit der 1116 dann mal durch die Gegend zu fahren. Das wird richtig gut. So, mal schauen, wie schnell wir sind. Zu schnell. 29? Achso. Oh. Wir haben tatsächlich halt zu erwarten, schnell runter auf unter 70. Hätte ich jetzt nicht gedacht, ehrlicherweise. Ich habe gedacht und gehofft, dass wir da vielleicht eher auf eine grüne Welle treffen, aber dem ist nicht so. Ich hoffe mal, wir haben keinen Zugstau verursacht. So, wir lassen mal rollen. Da vorne ist schon das haltzeigende Signal. Hier am Bodensee, sehr, sehr schön an dieser Stelle. Also hier möchte man doch wohnen, oder? Hier würde ich sehr gerne wohnen. Der Bodensee, das Wasser, die Züge, herrlich. Interessant auf jeden Fall, dass wir auf dem eingleisigen Abschnitt ein haltzeigendes Signal voraus haben. Mir schwant Böses. Aber wir gucken gleich mal auf die Karte, was los ist. So, wir halten an. Das Gute ist, in Österreich gibt es selten 500 Hertz Magnete. Daher, ja, genau, müssen wir uns da keine Sorgen machen. Okay, also Signal zeigt Halt, weil hier vorne ein Zug steht. Und der möchte... Oh. Oh, ich glaube, wir haben uns verkeilt. Seht ihr das? Wir wollen nämlich... Nee, Moment, gar nicht. Wir fahren ja über dieses Gleis hier. Und der steht ja hier. Ach, da. Ah, das ist der Schuft. Das ist der Schuft. Dann dürfen wir jetzt gleich jeden Augenblick losfahren. Allerdings mit Halt zu erwarten. Und die Schranke müsste dann auch gleich runtergehen. So, wir sehen schon, die Schranke geht runter. Und wir dürfen fahren. Das tun wir jetzt auch. Oh. Oh. Ach so. Ups. Seht ihr das? Da war ein Signal. Ja, okay. Ups. So, Bremsen müssen sich wieder lösen. Ach, wir haben gar nicht die Bremsart ausgewählt. Ah, wir hätten mal G wählen sollen. Können wir das noch ändern? Bin mir nicht sicher, ob er das übernommen hat, aber ich hoffe mal. Na? Okay, jetzt kommt er. Ja, das ist natürlich peinlich, peinlich, peinlich. Jetzt mich direkt hier vor einem internationalen Publikum blamiert. Wir fahren aus mit 40 oder fahren weiter mit 40. Hier kommt gleich der nächste Regionalzug nach Blu Dance. Ich finde ja die österreichischen Signalbilder toll und oh, was ist das denn für ein schönes Gebäude. Guckt euch das mal an. Das ist richtig schön. Hatte nur leider keine Uhr. Okay, 70 blinkt, das heißt also, wir dürfen... Ja, wobei... Ja doch, ja. Okay, wir dürfen ab jetzt hier 110 fahren. Dementsprechend können wir schon mal auf der AFB die 110 einstellen. Befreien tun wir uns nicht, denn wir fahren ja in Österreich, deshalb dürfen wir uns dort nicht von der PZB befreien. Oder zumindest macht man es nicht. Ich bin mir nicht ganz sicher, ob man es auch nicht darf. Aber in jedem Falle sollte man es nicht machen. Herrlich. Ich finde es toll, durch Österreich zu fahren. Das ist jetzt... Ja. Bald dann nicht die einzige rein österreichische Strecke oder hauptsächlich österreichische Strecke, sondern mit Semmering kommt dann ja auch noch die nächste österreichische Strecke und Eisenbahn in Österreich ist auch wirklich toll. Das muss man definitiv sagen. Also ich glaube, jeder, der deutsche Strecken gerne fährt, würde auch österreichische Strecken gerne fahren. Da bin ich mir ziemlich sicher. Und es macht ja auch viel Spaß. So, ich sehe schon wieder einen Halt voraus. Daher schon mal die E-Bremse rein. Jawohl. Da ist dann die das haltzeigende Signal angekündigt. Mal 100% E-Bremskraft. Das bestätigen wir. Sind jetzt gleich auch schon unter der Prüfgeschwindigkeit der PZB. Hervorragend. So, das ist, glaube ich, zu bestätigen, wenn ich das jetzt richtig... Ja, genau. Den mussten wir bestätigen. Und dann müsste gleich irgendwo das haltzeigende Signal auftauchen. Da ist es auch schon hinter der wunderschönen grünen Brücke. Ja, Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe. Ja, ja, ja. Also das Video wird hier heute maximal 1 Stunde gehen. Wenn wir bis dahin nicht im Blu Dance angekommen sind, müssen wir das leider vorher schon unterbrechen. Hervorragend. Wir können es vermeiden anzuhalten. Stattdessen können wir zum nächsten Signalblock huschen. Das musste bestätigt werden. Auch eine interessante Bauweise, oder? Dass die Brücke auf der einen Seite so gebaut wurde und auf der anderen Seite so. Schön, schön, schön. So, wo geht's eigentlich hier lang? Industriegleise vielleicht? Das nächste Signal zeigt freie Fahrt mit Halt zu erwarten an. Daher fahren wir jetzt auch einfach nicht schneller als 70. Bringt ja nichts. Ja, also es ist ja natürlich sinnvoller, dass wir dann unsere Durchschnittsgeschwindigkeit niedriger halten, damit wir nicht so oft so heftig hineinbremsen müssen und wieder beschleunigen müssen. Das sind nämlich ordentlich Kräfte, die da auf das Material wirken und beim Zug zu insgesamt mehr Abtrieb führen, beziehungsweise Abrieb. Und das können wir so ein bisschen vermeiden, indem wir etwas weniger aggressiv anfahren. Und dann müssen wir jetzt... Ja, wir sehen es, das nächste Signal ist schon wieder umgesprungen. Nein, liebe Lok, es wird keine Tür freigegeben. Wir haben nämlich keine Türen mit Ausnahme dieser beiden Türen am Maschinenraum. Wir beschleunigen wieder wie gehabt auf die 70. Bestätigen das Signal natürlich. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob wir bisher schon mal zusammen im Taurus hier unterwegs waren. Auf der Vorarlbergbahn. Natürlich, wenn Semmering erscheinen wird, dann werden wir das noch häufiger. Weil dann ist es natürlich was anderes, mit einem ÖBB-Taurus tatsächlich hier durch die Gegend zu fahren. Das ist ja jetzt hier die Dispolog-Lackierung. So. Hier ordentlich viele Containerzüge und Eanos-Wagen. Habinz-Wagen, ÖBB 4024 da vorne abgestellt. Also auf jeden Fall sehr viel hier unterwegs. So, da hinten müsste, glaube ich, am Bahnsteigsende das Signal stehen. Zumindest auf der anderen Seite steht es dort. Daher bremsen wir jetzt mal rein. Oh, auch sehr schön hier. Gucken wir uns ganz kurz mal an. Unlock the Dock aus dem Creators Club. Ich weiß leider nicht von wem genau der Vectron stammt, aber es ist wirklich eine sehr schöne Lok. Generell ist es ja, was Vectrons angeht, unfassbar, wie viele richtig, richtig gute Repaints mittlerweile verfügbar sind im Creators Club, wo man echt sagen muss, die sind von der Qualität her wirklich so wie sonst was es so auf dem PC an Mods gibt, sind da die Vectrons definitiv auch am Start. Also Hut ab vor den Leuten, die Repaints machen. So. Ja, war klar. War klar. Ach so, genau, wir haben ja hinten noch die Zugspitzensignale. Da machen wir das lieber so. Genau. Und hinten haben wir leider immer noch keine Zugschlusstafeln. So, theoretisch darf jetzt 140 gefahren werden. Ja, wie gesagt, die Wagen hier ohne Beladung heute. Auch eine schöne Perspektive, oder? Okay, ich habe das Gefühl, dass... Nee, schade, ich wollte gerade sagen, ich habe das Gefühl, dass wir vielleicht doch ganz entspannt fahren können mittlerweile. Aber, wie wir auch hier sehen, außer wir haben das Glück, das Signal springt jetzt noch um. Aber wie wir auch hier sehen, haben wir schon wieder halt zu erwarten. Eieiei, wir sehen ja häufiger rot als ein Stier in einer Stierkampfarena. Nicht, dass ich das begrüßen würde. Stierkämpfe sind Tierquälerei und aufs Schärfste zu verurteilen. Das sei an dieser Stelle nochmal gesagt. So. Wo steht denn das Signal? Das müsste jetzt hier irgendwo hinter der Kurve sein. Also schön, oder? Wenn man sich da vorne mal den Berg anguckt und das mal mit Arosa vergleicht, dann merkt man schon, okay, ja. Ja, also TSW ist mittlerweile, hat sich echt gut entwickelt. Ne? Nicht, dass ich sagen würde, alles ist perfekt. Nicht, dass ich sagen würde, da gibt es keine Bugs, keine Probleme, die da unbedingt gefixt werden müssten oder so. Aber man kann ja auch mal die schönen Momente auf jeden Fall auch genießen. Und ich finde, das hier gehört definitiv mit dazu, sich mal einfach diese Bergkulisse zu geben. Und da mal einfach ganz entspannt den Blick wandern zu lassen. Entspannt können wir auch dahingehend sein, denn das halbzeigende Signal ist umgesprungen auf Fahrt. So, da vorne kommt uns wieder ein Triebzug entgegen. Wir sagen kurz Hallo. Und sagen auch dem Signal kurz wieder Hallo, beziehungsweise der PZB. Und die PZB grüßt uns zurück, indem sie Folgendes sagt, nämlich... Genau. Ja, so anstrengend kann das manchmal sein im Güterverkehr, ne? Dass man da ständig einfach, weil man da irgendwo immer zwischengeschoben wird, aber auch dann ständig entsprechend mit der PZB zu kämpfen hat. Die einen da nicht einmal eine Sekunde Ruhe gibt. So, ihr seht, das Signal ist umgesprungen. Wir gehen also wieder auf die 70 hoch. Das bestätigen wir natürlich wieder. Da kommt uns ein Vectron entgegen. Hallihallo. Kurz mal auf- und abgeschaltet. Mit Habinzwagen durch die Gegend fahrend. Wir nehmen die Leistung raus. Denn ich denke mal, am Ende des Bahnsteigs steht schon das haltzeigende Signal für uns. Jawohl, da ist es auch schon. Und wir bremsen rein. Jetzt kommt gleich wieder die Türfreigabe. Bei 30 km/h setzt sie, glaube ich, ein, also ungefähr jetzt.
Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe.
Genau. Wir lassen nochmal ausrollen. Lassen den Zug ans Signal ranrollen. Ui. Das habe ich aber gesehen, der Herr. Sie standen kurz in der Luft. Wie haben sie denn das gemacht? Das würde ich auch gerne können. Naja. Und dafür kann ich hier gerade einen Zug fahren und der Herr kann das nicht. Okay, ja. Ordentlich viel Rot hier. Ordentliche Rotausleuchtung. Aber das gibt mir eben die Gelegenheit, auch mal kurz reinzugucken, wie lange wir denn schon jetzt hier unterwegs sind heute zusammen. Das sind, auf mein Aufnahmeprogramm geguckt, genau 30 Minuten und wir haben einen Weg geschafft von, ja, nicht einmal der Hälfte. Das heißt also, ich glaube ehrlicherweise nicht, dass wir es ganz bis nach Blu zusammen heute schaffen. Denn, um das ganz kurz einmal hier offen zu legen, um hier mal ganz transparent zu sein, es gibt halt eben Zeitslots, gerade hier im Stream von DTG von entsprechend einer Stunde, wie ihr unschwer auch selbst schon bestimmt erkannt habt. Und dementsprechend sollte das Ganze hier nicht über eine Stunde gehen, denn da gibt es ja auch noch andere Streams, die da gezeigt werden, andere Führerstandsmitfahrten. Und dementsprechend schauen wir mal, dass wir hier nicht über eine Stunde kommen, aber ich glaube ehrlicherweise wirklich nicht, dass wir es schaffen, bis Blu anzukommen. Wir fragen mal ganz kurz beim Stellwerk nach. Nö, abgelehnt. Stellwerk hat gesagt, Stellwerk sagt nein. Dann gucken wir einmal ganz kurz auf die Karte. Wieso, weshalb, warum? Okay. Da vorne kommt ein Zug, aber ich glaube, der ist nicht unser Problem. ein langer Block. Hä? Moment. Also erstmal hier ganz kurz. Okay, ja doch, ja. Jetzt. So, da können wir einmal ganz kurz aufblenden und wieder abblenden. Einmal gegrüßt. Wir bleiben dabei, dass wir erstmal nur 70 fahren. Und wenn wir sehen, das funktioniert ganz gut, dann können wir doch nochmal etwas mehr Geschwindigkeit aufnehmen. Vielleicht ist ja der Zug, der vor uns her tingelt, ja in irgendein Portal verschwunden oder so ähnlich. Ja, und wisst ihr, was toll wäre? Und das wurde sich aber auch schon oft gewünscht, dass der Railjet für die Semmeringbahn kommt. Und den könnte man ja auch hervorragend, denke ich mal, hier einsetzen auf der Vorarlbergbahn. Und genauso gut kann man den ja auch einsetzen auf München-Salzburg. München-Salzburg auf Rosenheim-Salzburg, pardon. Da hoffe ich doch sehr, also die TG scheint auf jeden Fall das Feedback gehört zu haben. So viel haben sie schon selbst gesagt, im Sinne von, ja, wir haben euch gehört. Was sie dann daraus machen, schauen wir mal. Ich kann mir aber sehr gut vorstellen, dass die Verkäufe, die Verkaufszahlen von einem Railjet auch sehr gut sein könnten. Oder was haltet ihr von einem Railjet? Schreibt es gerne mal in die Kommentare oder in den Live-Chat hier einmal rein. Das interessiert mich sehr. Ob ihr euch auch einen Railjet wünschen würdet. Natürlich dann mit Steuerwagen. Liebe Baureihe 101. Kleiner Running Gag. Sowas wie ein Steuerwagen existiert nämlich eigentlich gar nicht. Und bitte, bevor mir jetzt irgendjemand in die Kommentare schreibt, doch ein Steuerwagen existiert. Ich weiß das. Danke. So. Ja, also das erste Mal seit Ewigkeiten nicht halt zu erwarten. Ja, auf dem Streckenmonitor sieht es auch ganz gut aus. Vielleicht können wir dann doch auf die 100 mal beschleunigen. Komm, wir machen das mal. Wir wagen es mal. Auch schön, sie hier zwischen den Bergen hin und her zu winden. Dass man auch ständig wirklich diese alpine Kulisse hat, links und rechts, das ist wirklich schön. Ich muss sagen, es ist szenerietechnisch ist die Strecke einer meiner absoluten Lieblingsstrecken. Wenn man das mal vergleicht mit dem Train Simulator, wie da Berge dargestellt werden auf die Distanz und Wälder und so, das ist um Meilen besser. Also hier im TSW ist das um Meilen besser. So, ich bin fast schon geneigt, 120 einzustellen auf der AFB. Ja, Leute, wir machen das jetzt. Kommt schon. Die Wagen übrigens kommen mit dem Vectron DLC mit dazu. Oh, hallo. Ne, die Wagen, die wir hinten ziehen, kommen mit dem Vectron DLC und ich glaube, wenn ich das richtig im Kopf habe, ist halt nicht nur die Vorarlbergbahn jetzt gerade im Sale. Ich glaube, aktuell bei 40%. Und auch nicht nur die Dispolog 182, sondern, wenn ich das richtig im Kopf habe, auch der Vectron. Und da muss ich sagen, das ist das beste Fahrzeug von DTG seit langem, seit langer, langer Zeit wirklich soundtechnisch, Fahrphysik, Gameplay, wirklich alles hervorragend gemacht beim Vectron. Da muss ich echt sagen, 5 von 5 Sternen. Von daher, wenn ihr ein paar Euros übrig habt und nicht wisst, was ihr euch im Sale holt, holt euch den Vectron. Vertraut mir. Also da muss ich an dieser Stelle da vielleicht so ein bisschen so ein Vertrauen, das auch vielleicht einige haben jetzt über die Zeit hinweg, dann dahingehend auch mal nutzen, in Anführungszeichen. Also ich nutze es ja nicht aus, ne? Es bringt mir ja nichts, ob ihr nun den Vectron kauft oder nicht. Ich habe davon ja nichts. Aber tut euch selbst den Gefallen und holt euch den Vectron, denn die Lok ist wirklich, wirklich schön. Was nicht wirklich, wirklich schön ist, ist die Tatsache, dass wir übrigens schon wieder hier am Halten sind. Auch interessant, oder? Am Halten sein. Denn halten ist ja eigentlich kein duratives Wort, ne? Halten ist ja... Halten, anhalten, würde ich sagen, ist ja eigentlich eher ein Wort, das einen ganz bestimmten Zeitpunkt und keine Dauer umfasst. Ja, wobei halten... Ja, wobei ist halten doch durativ? Ah, jetzt bin ich mir mal nicht ganz sicher. Entschuldigt, ich komme gerade in so sprachphilosophische Gedanken rein. Die haben nichts mit der Zugfahrt hier zu tun. Ob halten nun durativ ist oder nicht, ist vollkommen egal. Ich werde es später dann googeln. Auf jeden Fall halten wir. Ganz offensichtlich. So, wir rollen noch ans Signal ran, in der Hoffnung, dass das Signal vielleicht noch umspringt, aber das tut es nicht, daher halten wir an. So, und dann sind wir schon... Ja, ach, come on. Also, jetzt, ich fühle mich so ein bisschen... Ich fühle mich ein bisschen reingelegt vom Spiel. Also ich glaube, der Fahrdienstleiter hat heute einen Clown gefrühstückt. So, wir dürfen nur 40 fahren. Okay, PZP hat sich auch schon beruhigt, von daher dann auch hoch auf die 120. Und vielleicht sei mir an dieser Stelle einmal ein Foto gestattet. Ich habe nämlich noch kein Foto gemacht mit dem Fotomodus. Das kann natürlich nicht angehen. Das muss sich noch ändern. Hier mit der Bergkulisse im Hintergrund. Jawohl. Und einmal von der anderen Seite kurz ein kleines Fotoshooting gemacht. Vielleicht auch so ein bisschen von weiter weg. Und von weiter unten. Oh, das gefällt mir auch. So. Ich weiß, ich romantisiere das immer zu sehr, direkt an der Bahnlinie zu wohnen, aber ich fände es irgendwie schön. So, dann müssen wir auch wieder den Hauptschalter auswerfen. So, wir sehen es, ne? Hauptschalter ist jetzt aus. Der guckt jetzt so ein bisschen genervt. Und sobald er da vorne wieder lächelt, ne, da seht ihr es, da lächelt er, dann dürfen wir den Hauptschalter wieder reinschmeißen. Jawohl. Ja, sehr gut. Das Signal ist umgesprungen. Aber dann fahren wir jetzt auch mal nicht schneller als 100. Und da ist auch schon wieder halt zu erwarten das Übliche.
Zugbeeinflussung.
So, ich denke mal, das Hauptsignal steht am Ende des Bahnsteigs. Jawohl, da hinten sehe ich es auch schon rot aufleuchten. Und dann halten wir auch wieder an. Hier in Gotzes an Bahnsteig 2. Verehrte Fahrgäste, ganz ehrlich, so wie ich hier heute am Anhalten bin bei den ganzen Bahnsteigen, können Sie auch einfach kurz in die Wagen reinklettern. Und ich nehme sie mit zum nächsten Bahnhof. Ganz ohne Ticketkontrolle. Nein, natürlich nur ein Spaß. Sowas niemals machen, das ist gefährlich und illegal und stellt einen gefährlichen Eingriff in den Bahnbetrieb dar. Dementsprechend, wenn euch euer Leib und Leben noch etwas wert ist, tut es auf gar keinen Fall. Okay. Ja, seht ihr? Oh Gott. Ah, das ist doch ein Scherz. Wirklich, an dem Moment, wo ich anhalte, springt das Signal um. Also, ich kann mir nur vorstellen, das muss ja in echt unfassbar frustrierend sein, oder? Wenn man sich die ganze Zeit so mühevoll da abrackert, Güter zum Halten zu bringen und dann kann man sofort wieder weiterfahren und denkt sich so, ja toll, thanks for nothing. So, wir sind mittlerweile bei 46 Minuten angekommen. Auch schön hier, wie das hier gemacht hast mit diesen Gegengewichten. Sind das Abspannmasten? Ich glaube schon. Hier so eine Art Holzbetrieb. Holzbetrieb. Ja, ne? Ihr wisst schon. Baumstämme. So, wie weit sind wir mittlerweile? Wir haben, ja, ich würde sagen, ein bisschen mehr als die Hälfte der Strecke hinter uns. Und haben auch schon wieder halt zu erwarten. Ich werde einfach aufhören, mich darüber aufzuregen. Bringt ja eh nichts. Vielleicht schwingt er das Signal noch um. Komm schon. Komm schon. Come on. Ah, dann nicht. Dann nicht. Also ich glaube, wenn wir jetzt hier aus dem kleinen Tunnel rauskommen, müsste dann da rechts irgendwie eine Autobahnbrücke oder sowas uns verfolgen für ein paar Meter. Oder? Ist hier nicht so ein kleiner Weiher mit einer Autobahnbrücke? Na doch, da vorne. Aber das ist, glaube ich, nicht das, was ich meinte. So, Signal ist umgesprungen. Hervorragend. Übrigens, ganz vergessen zu zeigen, es gibt ja auch den Roadrunner. Dazu muss man zweimal da drauf tippen. Und wenn der Zug da dran vorbeigefahren ist, dann macht das einmal Meep Meep. Im Fachjargon nennt man ihn auch Zuglängenmesser. Da habt ihr das gehört, ne? Der Zug ist an der Stelle vorbei. Okay, wir sind hier in... Ach nee, wir können ja auf der Karte leider nicht erkennen, wo wir sind. Sulz-Rötis. Und haben... Oh, mit Ausnahme mal nicht halt zu erwarten. Wie kommt denn das zustande? Das ist ja verrückt. Da war jemand gnädig mit uns. Ja, okay. Zu früh gefreut. Ja, doch nicht. Hey. Glück gehabt, aber wir beschleunigen jetzt erstmal nicht, weil vermutlich das übernächste Hauptsignal eh wieder halt anzeigt. Von daher lassen wir jetzt einfach mal kurz rollen. Feuerlöscher. Aha. Okay. Das nächste Vorsignal ist wie zu erwarten halt ankündigend.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
So. Und dann halten wir da vorne auch schon wieder an. Ich mag es auf jeden Fall. Uns sind recht viele Züge doch entgegengekommen. Waren ja doch schon einige tatsächlich. Ja, und das Signal ist umgesprungen. Diesmal etwas früher als sonst. Dementsprechend, ja, wir lassen jetzt erstmal einfach weiterrollen. Haben ja sowieso halt zu erwarten.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Und da hinten dann das haltzeigende Signal, genau. Können schon mal die E-Bremse mal ordentlich reinnehmen. Auch wenn die in den unteren Geschwindigkeitsbereichen nicht mehr ganz so effektiv ist. Ich glaube, am effektivsten ist sie so im Bereich zwischen 80 und 160, 170 km/h. Da wirkt die E-Bremse besonders gut.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Ansonsten in diesen niedrigeren Geschwindigkeitsbereichen ist sie halt nicht mehr ganz so stark. Und halten wieder an.
Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe.
Also dieser österreichische Dialekt dieser guten Dame geht einem auch ordentlich auf den Keks, oder? Wobei er irgendwie auch schon irgendwie ganz nett ist. Ja, soweit ist es noch bis Blue Dance und wir haben eine Videolänge erreicht von 56 Minuten. Von daher würde ich behaupten, können wir eigentlich an dieser Stelle einen Cut machen, denn wir sind hier ungefähr bei der Stunde angekommen, hier bei diesem Umspannwerk. Interessant auf jeden Fall. Genau, hier das Umspannwerk. Hier sind auch noch ein paar Mitarbeiter abgestellt, die diskutieren darüber, warum wir jetzt hier als Zug eigentlich stehen. Wir wissen es auch nicht so genau. Aber ich würde sagen, mit diesem Bild hier von unserem Zug verabschiede ich mich von euch und bedanke mich ganz herzlich bei euch allen fürs Zuschauen. Mein Name war und ist TrainSimPlay. Wenn ihr wollt, schaut gerne bei mir auf dem YouTube-Kanal vorbei, falls euch das Spaß gemacht hat. Ansonsten wünsche ich euch ganz viel Spaß mit dem, was ihr sonst noch so macht. Ich wünsche euch Spaß mit dem nächsten Video, das erscheint, oder mit den vorherigen, die gekommen sind, wie auch immer. Da bin ich mir sicher, da gibt es einiges Spannendes. Ansonsten wünsche ich euch noch alles Gute und alles Liebe. Macht's gut. Ciao, ciao.